How are you, sir?
Okay, thank you, Jim and Sam.
Good, good,
I mean,
good.
Sam and Jim.
Of course.
Jim and Sam is better.
Get over here, Chris.
All right, so Zach and Kath, we got to get another
Zac
mic here.
Amico, Catherine
Corcoran, hello.
And
We have to get mics for you guys because we didn't know everybody was coming until today. They didn't tell us that. Zach, take a seat.
There you go.
Hold
Zach,
on.
Well, Catherine, here, you can have my mic. Zac Amico from the Underground Movie to the Underground Train.
I like
and here
that
he
T-shirt.
is.
Thank you.
Along with Ms.
Nice to see
Catherine
everybody.
Corcoran, star of Return to Nuke High, a.k.a.
Hello,
Volume
Catherine.
2.
Bring Catherine's mic up right here.
Come in.
I can share.
What mic is that?
Maybe
No,
8,
no.
6. And then turn
yes,
Chris
yes.
down a little bit.
All right, let's see.
He's too loud as it is.
No.
Okay, all the mics are on.
All right, this is amazing. We're on the Catherine Corcoran just came fresh from the subway, and
Yes.
Mr. Zac
like
Amico,
I'm
the star
glowing
of
with
Return to.
Subway,
Oh, it's Jim Norton. My gosh, I can't as I live and breathe.
There you
And
go.
while Catherine's getting set up to, it's Oscar time, of course.
Okay,
There
we
it
should hear
is.
it twice.
I would like to present, even though this is all about Return to Nuke High, a.k.a. Volume 2.
Right.
Catherine, Zach, and I would like to present you gentlemen with...
Oh, he's ducking under the table right in front of me. You know what that means?
Blowjobs for everybody.
Yeah.
This Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, the original posters, the theatrical posters.
Whoa.
Very rare and very hard to find.
Yeah.
It's My Foul Movement. And as if that was not enough.
Get it, foul?
More
movement?
blowjobs.
I love Lloyd Kaufman wordplay more than
I
life
do, too.
itself.
Yourself, Zach.
Oh, his head hit the microphone.
Jesus Christ, Rob.
Please, I hope that we have that on film.
Can you take care of our
Lloyd's
guests?
skull just knocked the
Unbelievable.
microphone
Rob,
out. The whole
goddamn
thing's a
you.
We have the
clusterfuck.
amazing Poultrygeist DVDs for both of you.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Rob. Did you
The
get that? I
outdated,
can't. Thanks, pal.
please,
Thank you, Lloyd.
Poultry guys.
and this
this
is-
is one of the trauma classics,
Yes,
by
of
the
course
way.
it is.
It's
Yes.
a musical, and not only that, but there's a 800-page novel that goes with it that I believe Random House published. Could you?
Is that
If you don't
Random
mind.
House
Thank
Publishing?
you.
Well, it might
Very
be
thin
Condom House,
pages.
but either
Yeah.
way,
I'm not seeing Rand. Okay, but I'll take your word for it.
it could be
Sure.
Rand Paulden House. But,
That's true. That's true. And we got stick.
Oh, nice.
Okay, Chris,
go
you
and
didn't get
knock 'em
anything.
off
You
your
get a
tractors.
Tromaville.
This is for your card. I love Tromaville High School
like that?
bumper
Yep.
stickers for everybody.
Oh, thank you
My
very
mother
much.
actually saw one of those bumper stickers the other day when she was driving. She still can't say trauma correctly.
No,
but
no.
How does she say it?
Your mother's.
Trauma.
Wait, is that Mike 8?
It was on a minute ago, and then you turned it off.
No, I didn't turn it off. It's on.
Before we get any further, I would like to congratulate Dix. I would like to congratulate Dix, and I'd like to say Dick on radio as many times as I can. Dick's Sporting Goods is no longer going to be selling guns.
That's true.
Assault weapons.
Oh, that's
so,
wonderful.
I will be shopping at Dick's, even though the next time I buy a gun, there are no assault guns, just
Right.
the other guns.
Oh, okay.
Dick's Sporting Goods, they said today, is no longer selling assault
We went from Chicks,
guns. Chicks.
poultry guys, to Dick's.
Trust me, and when we combine them, we have true love.
Right.
Zach, what have you been up to? I haven't seen you in a
on
while.
eggshells there.
Oh, Jim, I'm doing good, man. Doing a Real Life podcast with Louis J. Gomez.
Is that you and him together?
Yeah, it's me and him together on Gas Digital, same network as Legion of Skanks.
I
Let's
didn't
see,
know
you've
that.
got gangivitis, and you've got the other thing you just mentioned.
Yes,
That's right.
Real Life
Gomez
podcast.
Gaitis, and what was the other thing you said?
Gas Digital Network.
Gas, yeah,
Gas.
gas, of course.
So-
With burritos in the subway.
So wait a minute. Were you always doing the Real Life podcast?
Yeah, me and Louis have been doing the show for about 4 years now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was just you and him.
Yeah, that's our hetero life mate relationship.
You should do the Chip
Nice.
podcast again. People loved you.
Oh, I would love to.
You
Thank
ever
you,
hear,
Jimmy.
big deal.
cool.
You ever hear the history of hyenas?
Oh,
Right.
New podcast. Get on patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys.
Speaking
Talk
of
about history.
hyenas,
Yes.
Hyena Gallery in Burbank is doing a Return to Nukem High, aka
Hey.
Volume 2 art show.
Oh, I
All
didn't know that.
tributed to Zach and Catherine's movie.
So-
Hyenas
an
are
entire
fascinating.
gallery of Hyena Gallery in Burbank. The reception is the 7th of March, but some of the art will be in the Laemmle Theaters
Oh,
in
wonderful.
Los Angeles.
That's the second gallery show we've done together. We did one at Culture Fix a while back.
That's
to
right.
Get us to Cannes.
That's right.
Wow.
Indeed, we did.
Yeah.
The
my dad
Museum of
bought
Modern
both
Art.
naked pictures of me so that other people wouldn't buy them.
He didn't want people having them.
Yeah, they were
How
like
does-
big prints of me naked from the movie, and my dad bought both and gave them to me so that strangers wouldn't buy them.
Are they? Are they totally nude?
Yes.
Is your dick showing?
Yes.
Is it
I
flattering?
love it.
Is it a flattering shot?
No, those don't exist.
How do your parents feel about it? Because I would imagine at first they're probably very excited. You're doing film work with Trauma Films. That's a big deal. And then they find out about the nude scenes.
I warned my dad. I said I streak in the movie.
Right.
He just saw it. I'm naked for like a half an hour.
Speaking of dicks, many shots of Return to Nuke 'Em High, aka Volume 2 is many dicks, and not one sells an assault weapon.
Thank you for pointing that at me like it's a selling point. A lot of dicks.
A lot of dicks.
Bailey J is in it. So
is she really?
Yeah, I have a scene with Bailey J where she slaps me.
Oh wow, is she dressed?
Yes,
that's better.
But I had to do about 30 takes. Well, she didn't slap me with what I wanted.
Yeah, did you want Bailey to slap you?
Well, more than anything in the world. I could have cut glass with my heart on.
Are you like? So you like being slapped?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've got a little bit of the humiliation stuff, but I'm not a whole fan of it. Do you like being beaten up or just slapped?
It occurs sometimes. It's nice. When it's a gal, it looks like Bailey J.
Yeah, I understand.
If you like humiliation, try to open a trauma movie in Los Angeles. You people, you, Jim, and Sam are the only. I've been doing this for 50 years, right? New York, not one New York publication covers the fact that trauma is the oldest, over 40 years old. No major. Other than Chris Nicholas, which is probably thanks to Zac Amico.
Well, you're underground. That's what it is. You're kind of.
Chris Jericho. What,
sure.
So what? They every New York Times every 2 minutes they've got a full page ad for somebody with no arms and legs or.
How deep underground you want him to be?
Well, I'm not commenting and saying he should be that. I'm just saying that's why it is that.
Oh, I see.
I honestly think he deserves so much more recognition with like the mainstream successes that have come out of trauma entertainment.
That's true.
I mean, you're talking the first person who would even distribute Trey Parker and Matt Stone's films. James Gunn, Quentin Tarantino even cites him as an inspiration, uses some of his, special effects gags.
Are you talking, when you use the pronoun his, you mean Lloyd Kaufman?
Yeah.
That was Sam speaking. He wanted to clarify that. He imitated Lloyd Kaufman. No, thank you, Catherine.
No, but seriously, I mean...
Eli Roth?
Yeah, I think it's...
Kevin Smith?
Yeah, I think it's honestly kind of ridiculous that he doesn't get more recognition.
Right.
Because, I mean, all these other mainstream people have come out of his films and look at their success. I think we're kind of doing him a disservice.
Yeah, it does kind of suck when the guy behind so much of it doesn't get the credit that everybody who kind of comes out of it. But you look at Robert Townsend, there's an example of a guy who helped break Damon Wayans, and I think Keenan Ivory, like all these people that he was responsible for showcasing.
Well, but they're black people,
Attaboy, right? Good point.
Until recently, the New York Times didn't cover any of that.
Good point.
But I'm not black.
But you know what I mean? But like Robert Townsend never gets the credit.
No, he's
people know who
great,
he
too.
is.
He's very talented.
People don't talk about Robert Townsend. They just talk about all the people he kind of discovered.
I mean, Chris, do you know Lloyd Kaufman and Trauma Films? This is where not only Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead came from,
right?
But you're talking about Cannibal the Musical. You're talking about Romeo and Juliet, The Toxic Avenger, Nuke 'Em High, Class of Nuke 'Em High, Return to Nuke 'Em High, and now Return to Nuke 'Em High, aka Volume 2. Which I believe is opening in L.A. very soon.
March 8th.
We're in Philadelphia tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's right. And Zach,
Zach and I are driving
be
together. He's taking his life in his hands and allowing me to drive him.
Are you not a good driver?
Not at all.
Oh, boy.
We're at the Trocadero tomorrow night in Philadelphia.
Well, you going there to show it live?
Yeah.
You go. Oh, you're going to a screening?
Yeah.
So what do you do after the screenings? You do meet like question Q&A, or you just fucking hang out?
Usually Lloyd does a Q&A, and the cast will be up there with him. And then with our group of people, we usually throw a karaoke party after.
Oh, you do?
So we have all the fans come wherever we are. We have a big party. It's really fun.
There's going to be some of the bands are playing at the after party.
Yeah, I think we have bands, right?
Yeah, the Eels, I think.
So will you sing at karaoke?
The Eels.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think you said the Eagles are playing at your after party. That's dope.
Exactly, and it should probably be singular, not plural. They're all dead.
So am I.
No, come on. You're doing great. Wait,
Well,
you didn't mention the movie that's premiering. What's it called?
What's it? Return to Nuke 'Em High, a.k.a. Volume 2. But I've known Zach and Catherine for 5 or 6 years. And these are stars of the... These are the next James Gunns. And, Fergie started with us. I would say Zac Amico is the next Fergie.
Wow.
And Catherine would be the next James Gunn or
I'll take it.
Melissa Tomei. She started with us.
Marissa Tomei started with you
I'd
guys?
even take Fergie. Hey.
But these two people, I've seen Zach's comedy develop over the past 6 years. And,
Zach's hilarious.
He is getting funnier. And they say it takes 10 years, Zach, right?
Yeah.
I say Zach is already there after only 5 years.
Do they ever come back, though? Do these big stars ever come back, like, when they go out and they get hugely famous, they ever come back and do a film for you?
Look, if you had to sleep on the floor for 2 months and learn how to defecate in a paper bag, I don't think you would be coming back.
Fair enough.
But I did have an offer just today from James Gunn to be in a movie he's producing in Atlanta.
Are you taking it?
I'm thinking about it. I'm very busy. I'm very busy in the Sam and Jim show.
How long are you doing stand-up?
This is going to be 8 years from now.
Oh, okay. You're new in. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're still doing the roasts?
Yeah.
Do you
I
like
battled,
doing?
I love him. Yeah, I battled Rosebud Baker about 2 weeks ago. It was my favorite one I've ever done.
Who's that?
A real funny girl dates Seton Smith.
Oh, okay. Now, was Seton there?
No, Seton was not there.
Does he is it hard for him to watch his girlfriend get murdered on stage?
I think a lot of significant others have issues with it.
Yeah, I mean, would it be hard to watch your girlfriend just get insulted, or trashed? I'm sure girlfriends don't care about their boyfriends getting trashed.
No, the girls always love it. The guys usually, I think it's just an ego thing.
Sure.
Is that the best person to when you're going head to head with an attractive female? Is that the best position you could be in as a roaster?
When you, as a guy,
I would say the doggy style position is probably the better position.
That's good too.
When you face a girl, you have to
that was
really.
Jim Norton talking.
You have to really, really beat her because the crowd's always going to be on her side.
Right?
Really?
That's interesting.
Especially because I'm so dark.
Yeah, but you're also, a hot girl, they would probably see you as, they're striking back.
Right.
You would think that.
Yeah.
But then when I open
Aggressive,
talking
wouldn't
about
they?
their dead sister, then they want to see me get wrecked.
I see.
But you got a couple of roasts that have got millions and millions of views of you when you destroyed some pretty girl.
Karen
you fucking
Feehan, I have
destroyed
6
her.
million views on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, okay.
Yeah. It was great.
Because there's something about watching a pretty girl get insulted by a guy that they kind of like.
But it's also that video doesn't have the most flattering title, if I remember
What is it?
correctly. It's not comic genius Zac Amico.
It started as nerdy comedian roasts hot chick,
Yeah.
and then after being online for 3 days, slowly the website started changing it to fat slob beats woman.
She was a funny roaster too. Her and Lewis roasted each
Yeah.
other at the. I thought she was good. I mean, she's a good roaster. So
Yeah, no, she's great.
Zach
She
is
just
just
had a bad
brilliant.
night.
yeah.
That's the difference.
Speaking of roosters, the Poultrygeist, people have wanted to remake, speaking of roosters, a Poultrygeist.
Who wants to remake Poultrygeist?
People in City of Angels.
Really?
Yeah.
I
they
did not
haven't
hear that.
offered enough chicken feed
You gotta start
yet,
reading the
but,
trades, Jim.
I know. I just rely on word of mouth.
I just wanted to get on to Catherine, get off the Zach thing. It's time. We only have about 3 minutes
Zach,
left.
Zach deserves so much accolades. He's absolutely brilliant. We did a little
Yeah, but he was
party
in the
at my
subway. He
house.
got late in the subway, so
We were
he was
both
he
on
was
the same
tardy.
train.
No, but you're a beautiful young woman. And you should be roasting Zach.
I
What's
don't
going
think I
on,
can
Catherine? You're in a
compete.
movie with Lee somebody or other, right?
It's-
Boxing,
Schreiber.
very good boxing movie.
Lee
Really
Schreiber?
good. Bleed,
Yes.
I think. it's
Raging what?
Raging
what's it
Bull?
called?
No, it's called Chuck. You can watch it on Showtime on demand, and you
About Chuck
should.
Webner?
Yes, and you should
very
because
good.
I get residuals. So please
Oh.
watch it.
Oh, you're in the movie. I've heard of that movie. I haven't seen it.
It's very, very good. Yeah, it's the Chuck Wepner biopic.
Oh, Wepner,
So,
okay.
yeah, it follows his life and tells what actually happened that inspired. The
Who do you
story of
play?
Rocky. I play one of his various mistresses in the course of his rise to.
Oh, did Chuck fucked a lot of girls, huh?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.